Someone also asked me about fermented foods and what I thought about it. I suppose if it was a margarita or a daiquiri, we no. You know, Jensen was into fermented foods, and I'm not. I don't care, but at the same time, I mean, you're on the downside of life. You're in the decaying side of life, and if you think that's healthy, I think you got to rethink your thinking. There's nothing healthy to me about fermented foods. I mean, we use mushrooms. I really don't even use mushrooms in the immune system, because your immune system is your main lymphatic system. If you're saying, well, a mushroom is known to increase your T cell, which is your thymus gland cells, or your B cells out of your bone marrow, okay, but I've never seen any lab work or research that shows that mushrooms increase B and T cell production or macrophage, although there was a company selling a formula, I won't mention any names, that touted that it doubled your T's and B's and tripled your macrophages. The only catch is it was like $120, and the bottle lasted 2 weeks, and you're going to be on the rest of your life. You know, these kind of people are not God people. Sorry, but that's not how you do things. If you've got to make everybody healthy, and if you want to make your bone marrow healthy, or your thymus gland healthy, or your spleen, or your liver, anything, what are these tissues made of? A bunch of cells. And what else has to be available to those cells for them to be healthy? A kitchen, a blood supply, and to be able to eliminate their waste. These are the two things that are key for infants. These are the two things that is key for every cell, and it's also key for you. You get severe constipation, doesn't make you feel too good. So a bit of a problem there. So I'm not really into them too much. I mean, you can if you want, but I'd make sure my diet is full of fruits and berries and melons, salad second, and then, some unsundry items. Some gentleman asked me about my 20%. 20% would be steamed vegetables, cooked vegetables, vegetable soups, maybe baked sweet potatoes, maybe organic corn chips, which you can use with guacamole or make your raw salsa. Kind of stuff like that. I mean, you can, if you get a little deeper, you can do some whole grain brown rice, still a starch, but you can do it. These foods aren't detoxifying foods, but that's okay when you're kind of maintaining. Those that have to have some dead animals once in a while, okay. Piece of fish or chicken, I guess, on a big salad. But you remember your proper food combinations. You never mix protein and starches together. That's a big no-no. You'll feel that when you do that, by the way. The healthier you get when you combine your foods wrong, nobody will have to tell you a thing. You'll get bloated. You feel like your foods are just sitting there, and a lot of gas. And that's a problem with fermented foods.